Welcome back to Foundry, where our city or factory is definitely growing. There is a bit of spaghetti. It's hard to really completely avoid in a game like this. At least, it's hard to avoid if you don't want to rework your thing all the time. Speaking of which, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna rework this side here and actually move it to the other side where we have everything else. But more importantly, let me recap that in the last episode, we started having tier 2 of the belts. You can see it over here. I have the conveyor tier 1, conveyor tier 2, and same for the slop and the balancer. We have also, obviously, as I showed you over here, the tier 2 for the science, so that's all going. And we have started to do explosions. With explosions, it's actually a lot easier to do terraforming. I mean, let me show you, because I'm thinking of, to my point of moving this out, it's because I'm thinking I need this space. So now, I can just do this, boom, and here it is. It's not perfect, right? You're gonna need to do just a bit of finitions after, but it's definitely a lot faster than having to do it, yourself. So I'm gonna do some of these, and I'm gonna basically extend the tunnel, all the way there, so we can have a few more resources. Because yes, what we have done in between the end of the last episode and the beginning of this one is a couple of research of new resource. And I've just discovered that those resources are actually over there. If I go into option number 4 to do this, so we have somewhere the mineral rocks over there. We have the mineral rocks there. This is one of the new one that we're gonna want to take care of. So I'm gonna want to do this. If we go back to the research, let me show you a bit some of the ones we've done, which is in particular on this side here. I went all the way. So we have the concrete that is going to use, these mineral rocks there. It's going to use it to make gravel and to make cement, and then with gravel and cement and water, we can do concrete. Now I can't do that one yet because I don't actually have pipes of water yet, but we could at least do the first two. We have also unlocked on the other side there some new ones too, but we'll see that later. So let's check what he wants to say, and then let's find this stone. Oh, a high voltage. Okay.
Corporate guidelines say we're using suboptimal energy generation methods. Only steam turbines provide maximum efficiency. We need to fix that.
Yeah, we're not really ready for that yet. This is actually a research a bit more linked to what I was talking about just now. So pipe over here, and then where is it now? High voltage grid. So this is where we're gonna be able to make a different kind of energy, and then we're gonna have the elevator to go also underground. That will be pretty cool for sure. But as I said, I think we're gonna do first some of this stone. So where is that stone? It's a bit further. Okay, let me see. Yes, it's over here. So this is also where having the explosive will help. Now there will be one small problem that we don't really have elevators yet, but hopefully it's not too deep. We can see it on that guy here. You can see how deep it is. So minus 74, so it's not that deep. But still, we're gonna need to basically bring the resources back up after. Oh, here it is. I think we see it now. It's basically there. Okay, let me just dig a bit this side. Okay, here it is. That's the stone. So I'm gonna need to, bring it up, which is not impossible. Even at that time, we have this slope, right? So fine. In the future, we'll probably do something slightly different. We're gonna bring it basically over here, and then we're gonna use this new building over here, the crusher. Because if you look at this crusher over here, we're gonna have the gravel using 2 mineral rocks to make 6 gravel, and we're going to have also this one, mineral rocks and dignoferrite to make cement. So xenoferrite, I think is this one there. Oh no, it's the other one. Okay. Oh, and by the way, you can see they are definitely going a bit down now. Starting definitely on this side in particular. That's the xenoferrite, right? Let me just triple confirm. Yes, xenoferrite rubble. So yeah, we're gonna basically have also one new miner. We're gonna bring it here, and then we're gonna bring these resources there. Maybe make 2 lines here, 1 line for cement, 1 line for gravel, and then we'll bring them on the bus. And the only question is, you know, how do I go across here? The easy answer to this is I could go up. No, so wrong button. Like you can have multiple layers like this. Can go even higher. Like, oh, come on, we can go higher. I know we can. Like you just need to be higher yourself to be able to air this. So I can go higher, right? And then I can go above these, and then we can go like this all the way, or we could go down then back to the tunnel. I'll see. Let me work a bit on this. In the meantime, continuing to do some research, continuing to sell. So we have, you know, quite a bit of money. So all good there. And it is, ladies and gents, we have some of these mineral resources that are starting, or mineral rocks, sorry, that I'm starting to bring back from here. We've done a couple of things. I'll show you over here at the bottom. So obviously we need to bring electricity. This is why you have these. This is both stairs, but most importantly, this is bringing electricity from up to down. So that then all of those miners here, for now 2, in the future we can put even more, can go all around, right? Work well. We have, as I said, basically stairs here, so we can go up very easily. We have then this ramp, which is basically using these, right? We're just putting these up all the way. And then we also have this ladder over here. It's part of the cosmetic. And if you go actually over here, you'll see them ladder recipe. You then put them on top of each other, and with that, we can easily go up and down without an elevator. So that's the idea here. Bring these mineral rocks back up. And we have also a new line here that I've expanded for the ignum, because remember, one of the recipe will require this. So now, as I said, I'm going to connect those things. We're going to put them somewhere over here. So let me work on this. Oopsie, small problem. I launched some more explosives, and as you can see, it was a bit too close to my base. So those things here, you know, this is basically these guys here destroyed by an explosion. So then you have to mine them back. So you get some resources back. But more importantly, obviously, we're gonna have to rebuild each of these. Because yeah, I was, you know, breaking this all so we can place these guys there and then bring them, you know, on this side. So let me actually show you those 2 new productions quickly, and then I'll finish fixing this and bring it back on the bus. So it is, we have 2 new lanes. One lane is taking the ignum and the mineral rocks. This is this one over here to make cement. And then the second line is pretty simple. It's just mineral rocks to make over here the gravels. And yeah, both of these, you know, there is storage over here with in and out. So it creates basically a buffer. And then we go up, and this is what I just showed you. So again, let me fix this one, bring it all the way there. And then we can start using it in new productions. And it is, we can now follow it all the way. You can see I made, the tunnel is not really a tunnel anymore, let's say. And it is then be added, oops, to the bus on this side over here. So we can, you know, use those resources and everything else to start making more resources, more productions. Speaking of which one should we do? Well, if we press C, we can see that we have access now to new buildings. We have access also to new productions. For example, over here, the glass. This is gonna use some gravel. in the smelter. So we can definitely do this. Let's actually do that one, because the concrete, we can't really do that right now. It requires a casting machine. It's not something we have at this point. And then last but not least, we have the advanced machinery parts. This requires, you can make that in an assembler, but this requires steel beams, and we haven't actually done steel beams yet. So yeah, let's go over here, and you know, we're gonna need a smelter. So that's this, right? I'm pretty sure that's this. We're gonna place it here. Go make quite a few, because I'm sure we're gonna need quite a bit of glass in the future. Let's select the recipe. Oh, actually, you don't select recipe there. I forgot about that. So we need to go 8. You're going to be the input. Oops. And then 9. You can put it on the same size. No, there's no need to put it on the other side. This way it's a bit more compact. We're losing less space. I feel like I forgot one. Yeah. Okay. Or actually I can do the opposite of this. Can be the input and this the output. So this is the gravel. So it's this one over here. Basically I want to go here. So we can say up, 7 or 6 or 7. Go there. Then 3. Perfect. And then 2. You go all the way there. And then actually I can already place the other one. That's gonna go on the other side, and that's gonna go basically over here. So we can have then one of these, say, go down, up. Okay, so this is the future belt for glass. I don't know why this didn't connect perfectly, but that's okay. We fix it. Okay, here we can add. Sometimes it's not that easy to connect it nice, but not impossible. What's going on? Why don't you want to come here? It's fine. We'll just put it on this side. So we have 3. Going down is this one, and you're going up. Okay, you're going on one. It's fine. We go here and start there. Go all the way here and destroy this one. Rotate, send it all the way here, and then this is an output. So let's see. Oh, we are missing. I was like, why is this not coming? Now it makes sense. Good. So let's see it coming yeah, inside. And with this, we're making some glass. It's only 12 per minute with 1, but that's already going to be pretty good production. Okay. Oh, I forgot to put a storage. Sorry, my bad. And I see we don't have any storages left, so let's build a few. I could put already a big one, but we don't have the resource for it, so let's put a small, normal one right now. We're gonna do classic input output up. That way in the future, when this is full, they're gonna start coming in. Okay, good, perfect. Oh, the last one hasn't reached yet. Soon. Okay, so that's one more production done. Now, as I said, if we really want to also make the last one here, the advanced machinery parts, we're gonna need some steel beams. So let's look at metallurgy, because we have quite a few new things here. We used to only have xenoferrite plate tier 1 and technetium tier 1. Now we have all of these. So let's start with the xenoferrite tier 2 and technetium rods tier 2. What is that? Well, basically, instead of using the normal ore, we're going to be able actually to, use here a better recipe. Basically, instead of 1:1, this is 2:3. So that is pretty cool. That is pretty cool. This is in the advanced smelter, as you can see, or the normal smelter. And then we have something else here that's gonna use the crusher. We're gonna take a bit of xenoferrite ore rubble and some ignome ore rubble to make this blend. And then if we put this blend in a smelter, so it's gonna be crusher and then smelter, we're gonna start making some of these steel beams. So we can use the same mines that we had over here, because basically this is xenoferrite, this is ignome, it's not too far. Or we could use potentially another one, like here, I have xenoferrite and ignome. We could use this to bring it over here if we wanted. So let me work on this quickly, and I'll see you in a minute. Ladies and gentlemen, we have steel beams, but more importantly, I have also completely revamped my production, my basic production, right? So let me show you. Instead of having, again, this recipe over here of just one xenoferrite ore rubber to make one xenoferrite plate, now we have this recipe of 2 xenoferrite ore to make 3 xenoferrite plates. So it's it's 50% better, and it just requires a bit more electricity, because instead of putting it directly into the smelter, we first need to put it into those crushers. And by the way, I've made it also kind of bigger. Instead of 2 lines, we have 1 line, but it's 1 line tier 2, because this is taking 40, right? So tier 2 belts can have 320, so 8 of these. And yeah, it's basically taking 40 of the ore rubble and making 40 ore, or basically crushed if you wish, right? So you'll see it on this side. We have input on line 1, output on line 2. Goes all the way there. Then it's almost the opposite, input on line 2, output on line 1. And this is, as I said, the production where it's more efficient. So now we're going to, continue obviously to take xenoferrite from this mine, which slowly but surely, as you can see, is decreasing, right? We're taking xenoferrite, but we're making more plates all the time. I've done the same on this side over here for these guys, right? We're again first going to take the rubble and transform it into ore, and then we have the ore over here. It's coming and being transformed into technium rod on this one here. Now I know this is not 100% efficient, because this thing here is making 30. So if you have, and it's taking 20, so you can have 16 basically of them. But if you have 16, then you're gonna make more than what one belt can do. So at that point, you will basically need a second belt. I didn't do it because, wait, this is wrong here. And this is wrong there too. Oh my God, what's happening? So I didn't do it because at some point we'll get tier 3 belts, and frankly right now tier 2 is fine. So anyway, I have my tier 2 over here going, no problem. And then this one going here, and in the middle we have the steel beams. So let me show you quickly the steel beams, because that's definitely also completely new. So it's gonna take some of this ignome over here, and this ignome is inputted on this side, because we're gonna need 2 things, right? We're gonna need the ignome and the xenoferrite. Ignome is coming from here, xenoferrite is this one here, and then the output is on line 2 here. So this is a smaller output, by the way. We're only talking about 20 per minute versus it takes 80 of the xenoferrite and 40 of the ignome. So yeah, it's not that efficient, let's say. But then yeah, we do again the opposite, right? So level 2 is gonna be the input, level 1 is gonna be the output of the transformation. 10 into 10. So I've basically put 8 of them, but they are not really working at full speed because this is not really getting perfectly full right now. But anyway, this is making the steel beams, and the steel beams are going here. This used to be a belt also with xenoferrite plate, but what I did is I made this one a tier 2. So it's the equivalent of having this one empty. And this one was actually not used at all in my factory before. So that was totally fine to just transform it. I did also make over here, as you can see, a storage. So that way if we need any, maybe let's take a few. Now I'm very full though. So I'm gonna need to build something, otherwise I'm too full right now. Let's build these guys. Okay. So anyway, we have now all of those productions plus the one on top there. So we can go. I'm sure that my glass by now is also full, I hope. Let's see it. It's full here at least. So let's go here, see it. Yes, it's full too. So yeah, now that we have all of this done, can we make the final component, not the final because we still have the concrete here, but this advanced machinery part. It's machinery parts plus steel beams. So we definitely can. Can I make also my first assembly tier 2? No, I cannot because it takes some advanced machinery parts. I guess we're gonna need to use again assembler tier 1s. Good thing we have many. And also good thing that it's only taking 2 inputs, so not a problem. Let's go 1, 2, and 3, because I think we're gonna need quite a few of these. So we're gonna have, as always, at 1 input there, and then we can have the output, not the output, the second input, sorry, my bad. These are the 2 inputs, and then the output will go on the other side. Up, up, up. Okay, and we're gonna have a storage as always. Over here. Up. With, oops, wrong button. Input, output. So actually, these ones are all outputs. This is probably not gonna make that many. Let's see, we're talking about 30 per minute. Okay, if we can get quite a lot of steel beams, but still, that's actually a pretty good output. So that's gonna go like this, right? And then this is obviously going to go back up. While on the other hand, these guys here are going back down. So down, down, and we just drive it there, and same over here. Okay, and now we need to make sure we bring those 2. So steel beams is easy, it's just here. The other one is gonna be there, so it shouldn't be too hard. Let's go. So 5, 6. Up. 3 to go up. And that's perfect. Sure, it's good. So rotate, please. Yeah. Perfect. And then you're going to be a bit further. Yeah. Over here is actually perfect, so you can do it the other way around, up, and therefore it's those 2 here that are destroyed, and small connection. Okay, so we're gonna have these 2 come here, and let's see the first one start to work. And here it is. Advanced machinery parts are starting. We're now making these, and they're gonna obviously come out over here on the belt. They do look almost the same, but they're not the same. We're going to then send them all the way here next to the glass. Oops, I fell in a hole. What the? Okay, I missed that one. So let's put cover over here. We have just a small tree here. But anyway, so let's go. And by the way, I think one of you asked me, I forgot to answer that question, is why am I putting two of them next to each other? Because you don't need to always leave one space, right? Like I can put this one on this side, put this one on that side, this one on this side, this one on this side too, this one on that side, right? So there's always a space to split, basically. Even if you only have one hole or one space every two belts, not every single belt. That's not needed. And the reason I'm doing this is obviously space is almost money, right? The more space it takes, the more I need to also do some terraforming, etc. So better definitely to take less space. But here it is. We have basically done all of the new components that we've unlocked. We have done the gravel, we have done the cement, we've transformed gravel into glass too, and we have done the advanced machinery part using steel beams. So we've also done steel beams, and that was basically revamping all of this here, start to use some actual ore instead of the rubble, and also our first blend. So that's really cool. That's really a lot of progress over here. We haven't unlocked the next science pack. We did unlock quite a few new robots, as you can see, so we could start looking into this. We also have quite a few things over here, including irrigation, power line. We have also the pipes somewhere. Where are the pipes? But anyway, a lot of new things for us to look at is the point, because while I was building this, I did continue to do some research, and there's quite a lot of research that is unlocked with tier 2 actually. Here it is. We have biofarming over here to automate biomass, power pole on the walls, basic thermalite, you know, that is really good. So quite a lot that is still to come, but also quite a lot we've already unlocked. So I did basically this part over here, but we didn't touch that part here. We also didn't, no, we did that one, sorry. Science pack is one of the next one, but again, there is so many new things first that we should do. So I hope you're excited with this. We'll see that in the next episode. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you next time.